Hi everyone, thank you for watching the first video in this new series titled Guy in a Robe. I'm the guy in a robe, and this is an Anjo, Model 42. I've done some research, but it hasn't come up with a lot. It was made sometime between 1970 and 1980 in Korea, Japan, or India. Don't know which. Some models have a made-in sticker on them. Mine doesn't. It just has a lot of cobwebs. So about a month ago or 2 months ago, I really started to take an interest in more classical guitar styles. And for the most part, I've been playing on a Yamaha Compass series. It's been really nice. But for the past couple weeks, I've been playing on this. This thing was just sitting around my house. It has for a long time. And from what I can tell, pretty much everybody's story is the same. This has been sitting around forever. Don't know where it came from. Now, this one is my dad's, but same thing, he doesn't really know where it came from. From what I was able to find, they're only sold in Canada, and there was no bad review. Everybody who has one seems to think they're a really solid guitar, and this one is definitely a testament to that. This has been in hot areas, cold areas, humid areas, dry areas, and it's perfectly straight. The intonation is terrific, and that's really why I started playing it. I picked it up, tested the intonation, saw how bang on it really still was, and thought, I'm gonna start playing this thing. Now the question is, do I restore it or don't I? And the answer is yes. It's really a stupid question because it needs some level of restoration. The only problem it really has is the broken nut on the E string up here. Now I've just tuned the E to E, even though it, well, E, even though the nut's broken. So it's been working like that, kind of. And the cap stands up here have some cracking in them, but honestly, little glue, little filing, that'll be fine. So originally, the plan was to just replace the nut and maybe think about a new coat of finish. But the more I look at it, the more I keep getting ideas. Like, the binding is painted on, and I'd really like to get some real binding on it. Maybe some abalone going around there would look terrific. I've just got to do a couple measurements inside the body, make sure I'll have the correct depth. I don't want this to fall apart. It's really nice. Oh, and that's another thing. This retailed for $100 Canadian new, but a pretty fantastic bargain for something that just doesn't go out. There's no bridge warping, nothing. The other thing is this, the rosette is a peel and stick. So when I take the finish off, that's gonna come off right with it. So I might have to think about putting in a new rosette, which I've never done before. I've never put new binding on a guitar. I've never done most of these things before, but we're gonna try it out. Because worst case scenario, I'm out $119.70. I wonder what that equals in today dollars. And back here, I might think about lowering the profile on the heel right here. Maybe. I probably won't end up doing that, but it's just another thing. Every time I look at it, I think of something new. Want abalone inlays all over it. Also, the bridge is made out of plastic. I'd really like to replace that with rosewood, but I don't want to mess with the intonation on this thing at all. I kind of want to do like bare minimum, maybe some aesthetic work to it. As far as the mechanics go in it, I don't want to mess with the bridge. The nut, I want to be exact. And the tuning heads, even though yes, they too are cheap plastic, I'm just gonna shine them up. And also fret markers. It doesn't have any fret markers, so I might have to think of something cool to put in there. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the strings off of it. I've been putting that off just because it is a lot of fun to play. I've even been putting off filming because I just come out here, play this thing for an hour, and then my butt hurts because of this stool. It's not a comfy stool. I gotta do something about that. Problem for another day. But I think that's about gonna do it for this episode. First episode on a new channel, gonna keep it as short as I can. And on the next episode, I think we're going to start by stripping the finish off the back of this and see what we're gonna deal with. If that proves to be a pain, then this thing might just get the bare minimum treatment. New nut, that's it. A little bit of a buff. So yeah, if you wanna see me turn this thing from closet clutter into my dream guitar, hopefully, maybe like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you when the next video comes out. Or maybe you're watching this late and the next video is already out. So again, thanks for watching the first episode of Guy in a Robe. Stay cozy, guitar fans.